Hello everyone, this is Jared Welch with RacingDudes.com coming at you on Saturday evening after the Delta Downs jackpot day is concluded. I wanted to show you how I use BETMIX to make a hefty amount of money today. At the Delta Downs, and in particular that pick 4 races 4 through 7 that started off not so good for myself, and how I kind of rejuvenated it towards the end and made some money. So let's go over BETMIX, and first let's talk about race 4. This was the Louisiana Jewel Stakes. This was the beginning of the pick 4 they were offering at Delta Downs. It was a big pick 4, and in my pick 4 I had Z Smoke and Pitcher number 1 and number 2. Wind chill factor ended up winning the race, and that was bet down heavily. Was on my ticket, and I was out just like that. And it was a really weird race. To me, it definitely did not go how I expected. Z Smoke and Pitcher came out of the gate slow and never did anything. I thought the opposite really would happen. So I went to BETMIX. I went to BETMIX.com, and I thought, okay, I'm going to use MixMaker, which if you watched my tutorial last week, I went over what MixMaker was, and I'll have a link to this, to MixMaker, that video on this as well that you can check out. But what I did is I went to BETMIX.com, I logged in, and if you don't have a login, just go to BETMIX.com, scroll down here to become a member, click that, and it'll show you exactly what to do. But if say you're logged in, I went to the MixMaker section, and what I did is I found the track. So I go, here's the date. Today was the 22nd. I found Delta Downs. So remember, this is right after race 4 had ran. I'm out. My pick 4 ticket's done. It's garbage. I have no stake whatsoever yet. So I go to race 4. All right, so it shows exactly, here's the results: win, chill factor, casual class, private promise. So that shows you all of my weightings are 0. This is before I've done anything. But what I want to do is I want to run the MixMaker. And what that's going to do is that's going to show you what kind of setting you would have had to have that result happen. Now, sometimes the results just can't be explained, and it's going to do the best, but it may not have had the winner picked. But let's try run MixMaker. All right, the mix has been created. You can see here, best lifetime speed number is 100. 80 pace was a very big part of that early pace. Down here, you can see in the mix how it all proportionally is mixed, and you can, it has a ton of factors here. But what I want to show you is, see right here, it says wind chill factor. That's what it predicted with private promise second, Z Smoke third. But I mainly looked right here, first place priority. So I'm only looking to see what horses won. You see wind chill factor of the winner. Here's the settings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this mix. Okay, I'm going to call it for this purpose. I'm going to call it DD 11. 20, let's call it DDD mix. Okay, so there's the save the mix. This is saving this section over here on the right hand side. This is saying, so because I want to do, now I'm going to go back. Was this a fluke? How did the previous races using this mix do? So let's start back at race number 1. Again, I didn't start betting until race 4 and the pick 4 started. So let's go. You see race 1, it shows you results. I'm going to go to my mix, which was DD mix. Hit DD mix, boom. All right, there you go. Very clear favorite was Colin. Colin won, was a clear favorite, but you can see 82 points compared to the second place 74.2. There's a winner. Okay, so I'm feeling better about that mix that was set up. Race 2. Go to my mix, DD mix. Okay, this showed Capita, Compinta, I should say. 91.3, definitely did not run well, finished 7th, but as you see, very close second. Jadon Cat, 12-1 morning line, paid $24.80 to win, $11.67. So that's telling me, okay, this is working, especially finding some value. Seems like maybe not placing win bets, maybe doing, cross bets. Let's see what race 3 showed. Race 3. Again, go to my mix, DD mix. There you go. Four-leaf Chief, very, very clear. Finished, paid 3-1. Won the race, of course, and again, there's a winner. So if you look at, obviously we know what happened in race 4. the first 4 races, we had 3 winners. One in which the finished first was their second choice. So what I went through the rest of the day, for the rest of the pick 4, I should say, so I was going to try to get my money back. I invested a little bit of money into the pick 4. So what I decided to do is I would go through the races 5, 6, and 7, which 2 of them were the big stakes races, the Princess and the Jackpot. And I would place, I won't disclose exactly how much, but it was a large amount of money across the board on whatever horse was ranked number 1 in my mix. You know, it had worked 4 races in a row. I was hoping it would work races 5, 6, and 7. So I had large amounts of money across the board because even though they were 3 out of 4 win, you know, I know it's going to change. It could potentially change. We had one that finished second, you know, that still did well, and I wanted to see, just to make sure, cover my bases. I'll do across the board bets, as you can see here in the race 2, when we had a little bit more value that won at 24.80. So let's go to race 5. This was the next race. This was the live race. The race I had nothing, I had no idea what was going to happen. Hadn't happened yet. I went in. Again, this is, we're using MixMaker. If you're playing this during the day, this won't be filled in because you won't know. But again, go to race 5. Go to your mix. Here's your DD mix. Kiss to Remember was first at 4-1. Yahila was second. You can do whatever you want with this. These 3 were pretty clear, so however you want to bet it. Me, I did my across-the-board bet on number 2. Finished second, paid $460, $340, boom. All of a sudden, I made money for the day, but I'm going to continue on. So I go to race 6. Race 6, again, this was the Princess. I went to DD Mix. Take Charge Brandy was the bet. Finished first, paid $640, $420, $340. I'm telling you guys, I made a lot of money on this race in particular because I like to take charge of Brandy anyways. I liked that the system liked her. So I did quite well here. And then to finish it off, since the reason I was stopped at race 7 was because I invested my time. I said I'm gonna play the pick 4 prior to today, and then when I hit nothing on the first race, I thought, well, I'm gonna finish out the pick 4. I'm gonna bet it each race at a time. And I figured, hey, BETMIX is hot right now, so I'm going to continue doing it. So race 7, this was going to be my last race. I knew it going in, so I hit DD Mix, Ocho, a horse I did like previously without MixMaker. I liked it on paper. I put it in. Ocho was chosen to be first. Ocho won. I had an even larger bet. I parlayed what I did in race 6 into this race across the board. It was huge. Paid $720, $440, $3 a show. All of a sudden, I made a ton of money today when it looked grim after being exited out the first race of the pick 4. So that's one thing that BETMIX can do. One of many, many things. I know you guys maybe don't know what MixMaker is. I strongly urge you to use it. You never know when you might need to change your strategy for the day. Like I said, I did not go into today thinking I was going to be placing across the board bets, but that's kind of what the day showed me. And I took it, and you know what? I got lucky, and it did really well thanks to BETMIX.com. Go to BETMIX, check it out. There you can do free race, right up here, free horse races. Today's free race. Hit that. Try it out for yourself. See what you think. I guarantee you it will help your handicapping. All right, guys. See you later.